Good news after a dramatic mid-hurricane rescue of a Saints legend. Steve Gleason, who continues to fight ALS, is recovering in the hospital. Gleason shared this picture online this weekend showing watching the game from his hospital bed. Gleason was taken there after having a medical emergency during Hurricane Francine. His team told us this week that he is doing much better and looking forward to going home. The Saints ended up winning that game with a 25-point lead. We are also hearing from the Spokane native and football legend for the first time since receiving an award at this year's ESPYs. Mark Hanrahan here is joining us now with more. Hi, Mark.
Good afternoon, Whitney. The interview was shot with CBS News before Gleason was taken to the hospital, but was Gleason's first interview since receiving the Arthur Ashe Award for courage. And his story has been nothing but courageous. He is, as you mentioned, a Spokane native and WSU football star, NFL player, and congressional gold medal recipient. 13 years ago, Gleason was diagnosed with ALS, a neurological disease that impacts the nerve cells that control muscle movement and breathing. But America first met Steve in 2006 when he blocked a punt during the New Orleans Saints' first game back in the Superdome after Hurricane Katrina. After 8 years in the NFL, Steve retired in 2008, and in 2011, he was diagnosed with ALS. That same year, he and his wife Michelle started Team Gleason, a foundation which has provided more than $40 million in technology, equipment, and care services to people living with the disease. In his interview with CBS Mornings, he discussed his new book and what he hopes people take from it.
The readers will see that 13 years of living with this gnarly disease, and I'm over a decade past my expiration date, so I have the wilderness of fear tattooed all over me. Through the process of losing control of everything, the one thing that seemed to be at least somewhat in my control was my mindset. Where am I now, David? I like to think of ALS as something of a postdoctorate research project on being human. It's like I'm investigating what can people do to move from fear to freedom, from suffering to strength, from loss to love, or from hell to heaven.
Well, Gleason is still in the hospital after being rescued, but judging from his social media, it appears that he is doing okay. By the way, you can get a copy of his book, A Life Impossible, Living with ALS, Finding Peace and Wisdom Within a Fragile Existence, on Amazon right now. In the studio, Mark Hanrahan, KREM 2 News.